That way I can upload in hour segments instead of all at once.
You can drag and drop channel divinity from the compendium. I think it's because DM has the player's handbook now. Or they added it, I'm not sure.
Let's see. It didn't fill. Did it fill on your sheet when you did it?
When I dragged, where did it go? Yeah. Oh wait. When I put in cunning action, it adds sneak attack and thieves can't, but it doesn't add actual cunning action, which is strange.
Yeah, it didn't add channel divinity to my.
Yeah, it must still be a little buggy.
Well, I don't think that they. I mean, if
they may not have wired it up to work that way yet.
Yeah, I don't think so.
Yeah.
I'll just type it manually. No big deal.
Yeah.
That's what I'm
yeah.
used to.
So Andy and Oz, do you guys need any help adding this stuff?
I am trying to add it right now. Sorry,
Okay.
I had a phone call.
No.
It's not loading up all, like, it says the druid spell by level, it's like not loading up the list, and that's my problem right now. Because I'm looking under the search.
Okay, so you're not able to get this druid spell list?
Yeah, it's not like, for some reason, it's not showing anything. It's just basically
The compendium
weird.
is empty? Because that's what it's doing to me.
Yeah, it's really weird. I mean, I can look through my book because I have the player's handbook right next to me.
Like, I have to search for something to show up. It's not showing.
Like I said, that's one of the big reasons I like OrcPub is just for shows me all the spells for my class, like in one little area. Channel Divinity, Divine Domain feature. Oh
Druid
yeah.
spells by level. But I can't show this to you guys. Jeez.
Ooh, nice. Nice.
Yeah, it's not even allowing me to drag some of the spells over. How weird. Oh, never mind. I see it's on level 2 there.
I think I finished, but I'm
How many
going
lives do I
to
have today? Fuck.
step away for a moment.
Okay. So cunning action.
Yeah, it's in the compendium, but when I dragged and dropped it, it added sneak attack and thieves can't instead. Even though I already have those. So
yeah, it did the same thing for Oz. She's a rogue as well.
Yeah, so I was just like, whatever. I just copy pasted from that wiki.
Yeah.
Yeah, some of the spells I don't even see it's available.
Well, some of the spells directly from the play. I think the compendium has everything that's SRD that you can drag and drop. I don't know about. I mean, they probably have introduced everything in the player's handbook, but I don't know if it drags and drops. There's a lot of spells that I've ended up having to manually add because they're in other books.
Yeah. If you go to that link that Alex dropped in the chat, like you'll find the spells there, and you'll be able to like at least copy and paste all the text without having to, type it all.
Yeah, it was a real headache until I found this. I was typing it all out.
Back.
I mean, it's only like 2 spells that I really don't have in here.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's like the basic rules are, which is the SRD, are like the freely available rule set, and then you have to pay to get the everything that's in the player's handbook.
Alrighty. I should be at 15 health now, and max still at 9. Temporary hit points will stay on me until an hour is up. And I think I get. I think I get. Look at my spell casting again, real quick. Wisdom modifier plus my cleric level, so. I just get one. I get one more spell.
Oh, sorry about that. Didn't realize it did that.
I wish we did the call at CM yesterday, or the other week, so we'd have time to like look through all this stuff.
In between, yeah. Oh no, I don't think it would have mattered because we actually got more experience from the Executioner's run.
Yeah, way more than I think we expected to, than the DM expected us to.
Right.
Oh, maybe if we had squeezed it in, that would have been nice, actually. Yeah, if that's what you're talking about.
Yeah, level up in between the sessions would be ideal. But I figure since you're heading out into the jungle.
Yeah, that's one of the only. I think one of the only downfalls with the running, experience versus milestone is just the random chance of leveling. But the way to combat that is to have everybody's next level ready to go.
Yeah.
As soon as you hit a level, just prep your next
Yeah.
level.
Yeah, we should have like discussed that last time and said like let's all be ready to be level 2. No worries though.
A lot of good spells I have, but I don't know which one I want to take just.
I wonder if this does this automatically. No, it doesn't. It would have been nice if the exhaustion tracker forced the disadvantage automatically. That would have been pretty cool.
I didn't know. It's just there as a reminder helps.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, obviously.
No,
but
yeah.
It would have been cool.
Maybe, like I said, maybe as it gets more and more, integrated and stuff, like they'll start doing stuff like that. Things that are auto fill
Now-
or auto do.
How much are you going to criticize or credit us for our spell casting? So, for example, like I did healing cure wounds the other day, and it says I have to have 50 gold points of ruby dust. Do I need to have that, or is that something I need to get before I can perform that spell?
For which spell?
The cure wounds.
It doesn't. Cure Wounds doesn't have material components, or it shouldn't.
Oh, I think it. Oh, I guess it's just filling it in so I can see what it looks like if I
Yeah,
did
that's
fill it
just
in.
it should be like really
Oh,
light
okay.
gray. Yeah, Cure Wounds, because of how low level it is, it shouldn't have any material. Well, even if it did, it shouldn't have any gold cost.
Right.
There's a couple of low level spells that have it. But yeah, for the most part, they don't.
And they're usually, I think, bigger game-changing spells, even at lower levels than a Cure Wounds or something. Cure Wounds.
The only
is,
one I remember offhand is Chromatic Orb, but that's like so versatile. To have it at level 1, it could be a little too strong.
Mm-hmm.
It does like 3d8 or something too, which is pretty crazy. chromatic. Yeah, 3d8.
If anybody's still having trouble like finding stuff in the compendium,
Is
I
is
just refreshed the whole page and it started finding stuff.
is wild shape a spell, or is that just something I need to put under
I
the
th-
core?
It's a
I think
feat
you have
for
to put
you.
it. Yeah, you have to put it under your
Okay.
abilities.
They do have spells that like let you poly yourself and stuff, but I think the wild shape is like particularly like a feat for your class. And it's really cool because you can use it to essentially save yourself in situations, because when you do a wild shape, your health completely restores to whatever shape you're taking.
I put it underneath me, and it basically it doubled a bunch of stuff like armor proficiency and druid.
Ah,
It was like
geez, mine did that again too.
ritual casting. Like
Yeah, you can click the unlock and like delete the extra stuff.
Hmm.
And it didn't add the thing you wanted.
You know,
yeah,
I'm just going to take this simply. I guess that's one of the better thing about being a cleric is on a long rest, I can change my spell. I know all my spells. I don't have to worry about learning them like a wizard.
Oh yeah, both of you guys are preparation
Yeah,
casters.
I don't have to worry about like a wizard. Man, that's one of the crappiest things about being a wizard. Like you can know a lot of, well, you can, guess you can learn a lot more spells as a wizard, but you have a lot less room for error.
Yeah.
I guess I'm gonna take command. Command will be good. It'll work. Like I said, I can if I need to create more water at some random point, I can take those. Or all right. Let's see, groups, actions. Lil and Hemen defeated 2 giant. I spelled Colosseum right on the first try. I feel proud. Very rarely do do I ever.
Ow.
All right, Ulil is ready to go.
Okay.
Not rushing
All right,
anybody.
I'm
Just
ready to go. I'm just researching some stuff.
Okay. So yeah, where would you guys like to head next? Are we
I think Ulil's kind of tired and I
Yeah.
don't know what time it is right now. But I think Ulil's kind of getting ready to go get some food at the inn and turn in for the night. Maybe see if there's anybody new at the at Kaya's or not.
Okay. So you guys start making your way back to Kaya's. Let's let me find.
Man, 19 damage as a level 1. That still blows my mind. He just blew him up. Didn't even know what hit him. So Sandor is still going to be level 1 then? We're not like keeping everybody together?
Yeah, I mean yeah. I mean if you miss out on the game, I think you miss out on the XP, and then yeah, that's kind of a weird place for us, but
If one of our
he'll have to
if my
he'll have to
character
get
go sorry.
Yeah, no, I was just gonna say, yeah, he'll have to wait until he gets some XP, probably in the jungle.
All right. Well, at a certain point, like the gaps start becoming pretty hard to, you know, uh, widen. Like
Yeah,
so.
yeah. I mean, it's not a big gap right now, but yeah. Hopefully, we don't end up with really big gaps. One of the nice things about this particular adventure is like it's kind of an open sandbox, and the it's not like it's not linear, and so the adventures or the encounters rather, um, they could be like way above your level, and you just probably want to figure out how to get the heck out,
Right.
or when you get leveled up, even farther, you might run across some pretty easy ones. So
If
kind of
our
interesting.
if one of our characters, like if Ulil were to die, would I just start a new character at his level, even if like he were above or below the rest of the party for whatever reason? Did you just continue off of whatever level your previous character
So
was?
yeah, what I haven't actually had to deal with that circumstance.
Yeah, it's probably
But
rare. I
but
was
it,
just curious.
but in reading, like a common practice is to like take the average level of the party and then like have them start
Hmm.
like at that level but with the base XP for that level. So you would start at like the same level as everyone else, but like with whatever the starting XP would be for that level.
I only asked for everybody else because Ulil's not going to die. So Chibuza is the gladiator or the Colosseum ringleader, I assume.
Yeah, he's like the game master. Yeah,
Um,
matchmaker, whatever you want to call him. So I'm gonna say, as you guys are making your way back over towards your respective inns, um, you're approached by a female Chilton, and she tries to get Temin, your and Ulio's attention, like waves over at you and tries to wave you over.
ooh, we have fans.
Yeah.
I kind of let.
I stride up. I was like,
Okay.
hey.
And so she greets you and says, "Hello, my name is Kelahu." I will paste that into chat for you.
Nah, these names are all easy to.
Yeah. They're very authentic Congolese names, but yeah, they're not easy to pronounce or spell. Yeah, and says if you I saw your match, and if you're looking for making some more gold, um, I have I take bets at Executioner's Run, and somebody owes me some money. 500 gold they owe me. If you are able to collect, I will let you keep 10%. If this sounds interesting to you.
It does. You say that this is someone that made a bet and didn't pay up after losing, I assume.
That is correct. His name is Taban, and he owes me 500 gold.
What time does it look like right now, and how long has it been since we initially first started the fight with the tigers?
Oh, it's like it's dusk, I would say. So it's starting to get dark. And she notices like you kind of like hesitating and like looking around like what time it is, and she's like, there is no rush. You can deliver this anytime.
Are we nearby? Like me and Storm?
I would say like, yeah, you guys had time to like meet up, and you were heading back to the area where Kaya's and Thundering Lizard is.
I say we have previous plans that we need to follow up on. We'll be going to the jungle soon, but when we get back, it's something that we can look into for you. Where can we find you?
Yeah, she says, you can find me in the old city. The old city is like near where the executioners run is. In the beggar's palace, there are many shops. If you ask for Kalahu, they will direct you to me. The person you are looking for is a man named Taban.
Do we have time for this right now?
No, so she's like willing to like let you guys do this later. Like
Yeah, she said there was no time limit.
yeah. She's
Well,
like
we might be gone.
Taban is he also fights as a gladiator, and he is not somebody I can collect from, so I need warriors who can collect from him.
I say.
So
yeah.
I am willing to wait if you are not disposed at the moment.
Let it. Just tell her that we'll be preoccupied for a decent little while out in the jungle. But upon our next visit to the port, we'll see what we can do.
Okay. Yeah. So
Unless you guys want to do it now, I'm okay if you guys want to do that now.
I think it's best that we start on our own missions right now.
Well, we won't
We
do that
have a
till the morning.
lot.
We're not doing that till the morning, though, are we?
Yeah, but we probably want to get an early start tomorrow.
Like I said, I don't really care. Temin just likes finding interesting things and stealing. But we don't talk about that.
We don't know about that.
Yeah.
What if he does not have 500 gold? What would you have?
He has it. I know he has it. He has done well for himself in the games. He just assumes he does not need to pay me since I cannot collect from him.
And have you brought this issue up to any of the merchant princes?
The merchant princes do not care what happens to a bookie like me taking bets at Executioner's Run. This is not official commerce, if you will.
I wonder if it sours his reputation among the other bookies at the Executioner's Run.
That's a good question.
I don't know. It does. Sorry, go ahead.
Oh, I was gonna say, do you happen to know if he owes money to any other bookies other than you?
I do not know. No, I don't know.
Ulil turns back to the group and says, I've had my fill of action for the day, but if the two ladies would want to experience some for their own, I would not let them go alone on this endeavor.
Oh, I think we had our own fun.
Yeah. I try to help you guys, and it did not work well.
Is that what the roots were?
I'm training, okay?
It's okay. She tried. I pat her on the shoulder.
I thought that was part of the games. I did not know. I did not know that was outside interference.
Well, we have to stick together, so I need you guys alive.
It would have been very bad if you got eaten.
We would have had to hire more guards or guides. Yeah.
Okay, so we're
Yeah, I
turning
guess
in
we'll.
for the evening.
Yeah, I guess we'll accept the quest, and like you said, it's
Okay.
dust the evening time.
Yeah.
If we're not in any kind of rush, if this guy's a decently renowned gladiator, it might be better if we hone our combat skills out in the jungle before making an attempt to flex. Out of character, it might be nice to level up again.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah, so that was okay. So yeah, you guys head back. And unless you want to try to do anything else, we'll go ahead and take our long rest.
Anybody
Um,
new in either of the inns?
So no, that was your
Okay.
Temin wants
Who
to
is
buy
your-
the inn that we're in around because he's so happy.
As-
It's like, Bob the Tiger Slayer.
as everybody's celebrating, I'm gonna head to my room and practice my my teachings.
Okay.
And also write down some more information about the tigers that we just saw, the giant ones.
Cool. All right.
I'm upset that they were tigers and not humans because I couldn't do a pile driver or a tombstone.
Well, you could have, but it might have been a little different.
Right.
I'm back over encumbered carrying this damn tent again until I can get in the canoes.
I can carry the tent if you want.
It's 20 pounds.
I'm good. I rolled pretty well. I mean, I have a 14 strength.
All right, yeah. I'll
The
do.
halfling's gonna carry the tent.
You said 20 pounds?
Yeah, I think it's
Yeah, I
in
got
the it's in the compendium, I believe.
I just added it myself. It's fine.
So I'll delete it from mine then. So I assume we're bunking together then if you're carrying. Wait, how many tents
Yeah.
did we ended up getting?
Just 2.
So we're gonna have one person left out.
I was planning on just figuring things out or like
Wait,
trying to sneak into one of your guys' tents corners.
We could have Oz like sleep up in the
I'll sleep in a tree.
branch. Yeah.
So Temin, go ahead and mark off. I would say 4 gold for the
4 gold. All right.
buying the rounds. Yeah. Yeah, so you guys are starting to like, and they're all like, you know, toasting to Bob, the stabbing halfling.
I mean, he destroyed he destroyed those tigers.
Yeah,
From what everybody saw, they saw like this little halfling dancing around, stabbing it, and then they saw like
yeah,
they saw Ulil do like one warhammer smack, and the rest of the time he was just like pointing at him.
just waving his hands. Yeah.
I choose you, Tim, and go.
Oh gosh.
That's so great. Okay, so long rest, everybody. Recharge their spell slots, their hit points, all their good stuff.
Yay, we can survive one hit now from something. Well, maybe not. Not Avis. Their 2 health increase.
Yeah, that was unfortunate.
Yeah, and when that raptor bit me, I almost died, by the way. Not gonna lie, I had like 2 hit points left, I think.
What do you have?
You kind of have to after rolling that. You're kind of you kind of have to commit to the roll for your next level up to try and
Oh, yeah.
counter it.
I like that.
Right?
That's
Yeah,
okay.
you kind of dig yourself this hole. Yeah, yep. And then when you finally dig yourself back out by rolling well, then you get that high, and then you want
And
to
you're
keep
just
rolling.
like, I'm cashing out average roll. All
Yeah,
the
yeah. It's not as exciting, but it's definitely works out on average.
I think with me being
Uh,
like the only real frontliner at the moment, well, maybe not since you have, your wild shape or whatever. You take on the
Yeah.
health of the creature you're doing, so
Right.
it's not even about your own health. So I can share it, but I'm taking the average just because I know that I'll probably need it if I'm in the front a lot.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
I
that
can help a
helps.
little bit. I
Helps
rolled.
their cleric to go down.
I have a pretty high con mod, so
Oh yeah, what'd you get your con at?
16.
Oh geez, yeah, you're higher con than
Yeah,
I only got it. I got
Yeah.
a 12, but I
I
did
rolled
point
pretty
by it.
insane,
I
actually.
mean, Temin rolled so well, I actually had to take a screenshot of the rolls because
Yeah.
so I can
I
vouch
rolled-
for his rolls. They were all legit.
It was
Roll-
14,
roll 20.
14, 15, 16, 16, 16.
Jeez.
Wow.
Crazy.
Holy
That's
snap.
before racials too, so that's pretty
Yeah,
crazy.
so I got real lucky.
Ay.
That's when you gotta watch out for those boulders that randomly fall from the sky. All right, yeah.
So I can help a little bit with the frontline stuff. Maybe I should start taking average too then. That's not near as fun. I'm
No,
willing to
even
risk
if you
it.
even if you didn't take average, you still rolled really high on your first one, so you can take.
Holy sh! God damn it, cats! Shoo.
Oh yeah.
We were all freaking out. We were like, what?
Sorry,
Yeah.
Cat jumped and clawed your legs, trying to jump in your lap.
my bad. Sorry. Yeah, they're.
All right.
That's-
So was there anything you wanted to try to accomplish before just heading to the docks?
Yeah, we make 1 million gold and each become a trade prince.
Okay.
I
So
wouldn't mind that.
after you do that, you guys head down to the docks, and you find a Tumwa who's got your canoes.
Before we do that, I want to stop by the the dino area where they have all the dinosaurs for sale and see how much the different dinosaurs would cost us.
Okay.
Because I never got the pricing for those.
Okay. Let's see here.
I assume Timon bragged to Sandor about his victories at the
Yes.
Coliseum all night.
Yes.
Mhm.
Yes. Okay. That's not in there. Interesting. Let's see. Where's it gonna be? Oh, maybe it's here. Let's see. Who was it that would sell?
The trade prince that would sell, or
Yeah, I'm finding it.
the one
Ignore
that
that.
the merchant prince, Ifon Talaroa.
That's right. Here we go. Okay. So yeah, so a Hadrosaurus, which is like a two-legged dinosaur, goes for 100 gold pieces. An Ankylosaurus or Deinonychus would be 250 gold pieces, and a Triceratops is 500 gold.
So those Hatchosaurus, do they carry people or are they just pack mules?
You could use it as either. Like you could ride a Hadrosaurus. They ride them in the dinosaur races. So you could ride them or just use it as.
Are they like an ostrich size or a horse size, or bigger than that?
Let's take a look.
And you said the Anklo and what else was it? 250?
The Triceratops was
The Deinonychus,
500.
which is like
Those are
the
the tiny ones?
larger Velociraptor type.
Are we allowed to buy those? I thought we weren't allowed to.
They're on the price sheet. So yeah, you might have to know the right person.
Wow.
How many dinosaurs can we fit in a canoe?
None.
Well, what if we buy like 5 canoes and strap them together?
We had to put like muzzles on all the dinosaurs from eating each
Let's
other.
build an ark.
Cinder Sylvain is like, what are these guys doing?
Yeah, I like how they say they'll sell a Hadrosaurus, but then they won't provide the stats for it.
Oh, even in the bestiary that you have with the module, they don't?
Yeah, no.
Really? Huh.
I wonder if D&D
Yeah, they
Beyond
have
will
the
have
other
it.
one.
They might have it in
Or do
like
they?
Volo's guide or something.
Oh, there's Triceratops. Okay.
No, that's still weird though. Every creature.
Oh yeah, there it is.
Yeah, but say every creature in a module
Yeah.
should be listed in the module.
Yeah. Yeah, here we go. Hadrosaurus. It is still a large beast, so it's bigger than you guys.
Wow.
Yeah. Has a 15 strength, so carry quite a bit, and a speed of 40.
Oh, is it the one with like the hard heads, basically? The ones that can slam into stuff? Their heads?
No, that is. I don't remember what those are called.
I
Lizard,
gotta look it up on Google.
Hadrosaurs, they're the, like
goats.
the hadrosaurs are like the build ones, right? Like
Oh, they're like yeah, they're like
They're in that duck-billed
parasaurs.
dinosaur family. Yes.
They're like a parasaur. Okay.
Real quick, was Baraka the like Coliseum champion, or was he just a fighter in there? I don't remember if they said anything about actually having a champion.
He was like a well-known gladiator.
Okay, so he's just like the main
I
event
mean,
for the night.
He was the main event. Yeah.
Okay,
But
I'll change it. Is all right. Cool. That's all I wanted to know that real quick.
Oh, I can.
All right. So yeah, we I guess while she's out kind of looking at the dinosaurs and inquiring, the rest of us are probably like getting stuff ready.
mhm.
Now
Yeah.
we did decide that we weren't going to buy any barrels, right?
I thought we did.
Did we?
I can purify water, so
Yeah, but like
Yeah,
where
I
would you
think it turned out it wasn't really worth it.
Yeah. Well, I was looking at purify water just a second ago, and like it says that you need a container for it or a 30-foot square area. Like
I have a flask. So I have a flask on me with my adventures, I think it was. And then you guys didn't you buy a flask?
Like a water skin. Yeah.
Or
I
yeah,
actually
water
have
skin.
2 because I looked through my
Yeah,
burglars and it turns out I have one already. So
what water
I-
skin?
yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah, I got 2 water skins just because you need. No, I got 4 water skins actually.
And I can perform it as a ritual, right?
That's
And not take my spell slots, right? Is that okay?
Which one is it? Create water?
It's purify water and food.
Oh, purify.
But do you have to like
Purify
yeah, that one can be done as
purify
a
each
ritual.
one?
Yeah. Well, I can actually create water.
You can create it. I can purify it. There we go. Actually, if you
Yeah,
create it,
Create
it's
water
super
would
fresh.
be already purified. So
Yeah,
like,
well,
Oh,
I thought that I figured she'd be able to create water as well. Like I can purify, I can purify food and drink and create or destroy water. I thought she could also do create or destroy.
I can
water.
do that too. I
Okay.
just decided to do purify. Do you think I should like try something else since you can create water?
I didn't take either one of them right now because if I need to, I can change my spells on a long rest.
We should be good for like at least like
So
4 or 5 days though, so we'll worry about it then.
I'll just keep purify food and water and drink and basically keep that as a ritual.
yeah,
I don't think you have to have it prepared in order to ritually cast it, do you?
Yes, it just doesn't
You do?
take. Yeah, it just doesn't take
Okay.
a spell slot if you ritually
Yeah.
cast it.
And if we
see.
come across food, that might be a thing that we can actually save on too. That's.
And good berries.
Mm-hmm.
right.
Welcome to good berries, home of the good berries. Kind of take your order.
Good berry, like one good berry is like enough food for a day, right?
Mm-hmm. And she can make
Yeah.
like A lot.
Yeah. Right. And then to cast the spell as a ritual, it just takes 10 minutes to do.
Would it be 10 minutes for each water skin?
Let's see. All
That could be a
non-magic
while.
food and drink within a 5-foot radius sphere. So I would think if
Ah.
you all threw your water skins in a 5-foot area, she could purify it all with one spell.
Nice.
Yeah.
And
that makes it super convenient.
Yeah.
with my Druid cast, do I need to select an area that my I'm based out of, or can I just select the animals I've seen so far?
Yeah, you'd have to come up with a reasonable explanation of that you've seen it
Mm-hmm.
before.
Thing is
Yeah, I
we've
was
seen a few
just-
dinosaurs now too, so that's helpful.
Yeah, and then I think there's a limit on the challenge rating. Like it has to be challenge rating of your level, right?
It's one right now because I'm
yes.
Druid
Yeah.
of the Moon.
Yeah. Now you still have to abide by the creature type, like flying or climbing or whatever. But you get yeah, that one. Yeah, no, that they actually have it. As a druid, like I think it's like level. It's either level 3 or level 5 that you can start being like swimming. It's swimming, not climbing. It's swimming. Dinosaurs, and then like level 7 or 9 that you can be flying. But with Circle of the Moon, your CR gets increased, but you still have to abide by the type.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
But must abide by the other limitation. Yeah.
Yeah.
Can I put one of my types that I've seen so far as a brown bear? Because I would be coming from like the woodland of the other map.
That seems pretty common.
Okay.
Dude,
Seems
spiders,
reasonable to me.
like giant spiders, are insanely good.
I hate spiders.
They're so good though.
They terrify me.
Get her
Alright.
like the biggest spider token you can. Just
Yeah. So like right now you're at level 2, but because you're Circle of the Moon, your max CR is 1. So you just can't take something that has a flying or a swimming speed right now.
Oh, that's fine.
what is
Yeah.
what? When do you get to do swimming? Is it 5,
4th,
4, and then was it 7 or 9?
and then 8th.
8. Okay.
8th, there's no limitations.
Hmm.
Yep. Yeah,
All
so
right,
just
I'm
no-
ready.
But
no flying or
still,
swimming.
a CR1 at level 2 is really, really, really strong. It's really nice.
Well, that seems like it. Yeah. Yeah. Cool.
Dynamicus.
So that's nice. It's just swimming and flying. So you could still do climbing speeds if you were to choose like a lizard or something of that sort.
Nice. Yeah, I'll
Yeah.
just keep an eye on that and try to keep on to the animals that I've seen so far or would have commonly seen.
Do you, DM, have the monster manual by chance on Roll20 or no? Not really.
I do.
Oh, you do?
I
So
do.
yeah, he's probably got plenty of stat blocks he can pull up for you.
For sure. Just as an example, a Hadrosaurus is only challenge rating 1/4. And you've seen one. Let's see. What's
Deinonychus, or is that how you say it? I cannot say
I pronounce it Deinonychus, and that's a challenge.
Deinonychus.
That's a challenge rating 1.
So she can be that. if
Yep.
she wanted to.
That's what I was thinking
Badass.
about doing. And I have D&D Beyond, so I'm able to pull them up really easily.
Awesome.
But yeah, while she's doing that, I guess we'll just kind of load up everything and.
Okay, and yeah, as you guys are doing that, you're greeted by Azaka, and she kind of looks approvingly at like the provisions that you guys are loading up, and then yeah, shortly thereafter, Musharib comes as well, and he's like, "Are we ready to head out into the jungle?"
I say Undertaker and Bob are ready to go.
We gotta pay them though. We gotta pay Musharib the half, and then we gotta pay for the rest of the canoes.
Do we not
Oh.
pay for the? Oh, you guys did
Yeah,
do
put
your
a
docking.
down
Put
payment.
a
Yeah.
deposit on the canoes, and I appreciate you remembering that.
All right, we just spent all of Sandor's gold since he's not here.
I honestly was expecting that because I didn't think we were gonna get any gold. It's a good thing we went to the Coliseum. It would
Yeah.
have been real tight otherwise.
Well, I'm real tight right
Well,
now. You guys.
we made at least 65 gold each. So
Yeah.
Are you guys gonna share that or?
So hold on.
They
Moose
shared the
rib
XP.
you know,
I mean, you guys can pay for more of the stuff. That'd be helpful.
I tell them that we only got paid 10 gold for the fight, and that
Come on.
that Tim already spent 4 of it for drinks.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
I'm okay with paying more. I don't really care.
No, yeah. How much do we owe for moose rib?
I'm trying to remember moose rib. So
his was like 15 days up front or something. I thought
He wanted 15 days up front, and that was 5 gold per day.
so that's
75
gold.
Yeah.
Okay,
and then 65 for the rest of the canoes because I put 10 down
Right.
already.
Right.
So 140 total. I'll put down 25, 22.
I'll put down 25.
So we got 50. We need.
and Sandor's 25.
I'm looking up Sandor. Yeah. He should be able.
I'm just trying to say if we do
25.
25 from everybody, that's 125, and you said we owe how much? 140.
140, and then I'll cover the rest.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, it doesn't matter.
Sandor has some too. Let's have Sandor put down 80.
80.
80.
I thought we were just going like 25 each and then go from there, but sure.
Oh, sorry. No, it's 25.
You're being very generous today,
no.
Sandor.
50. Yeah. I had in my head everybody was paying 50.
He can't even pay.
Yeah.
He can't even pay 50. Actually, well, that'll be over. If we do 25 each, that puts us at 125. And
I'll cover the 15 left over.
Yeah, just.
Well, I'm not going to tell you how much gold he has.
That's fine. I'm just saying, like.
I know how much gold. I have a good idea.
If we all pay 25 each, that means there's only 15 gold left over to pay. Which.
Yeah, and then I'll cover that 15.
Yeah, Tim, I guess is willing. So that's what I'm saying. Like, even if he paid an extra 20, he couldn't. Like, we don't owe that much.
Oh, okay. All right. So I'm just marking off 25 then.
Yeah, I think 25 from everybody. Actually, I think that puts me. Yep. Okay.
I have 18 gold left.
Yeah, you're a druid. You find money to be a material object.
Since Avis was asking about gold, I'm going to turn and give her 1 gold. Here, you can have this one.
Yeah, Temin likes spending gold as much as he likes getting it.
You're not
he's cool.
You're not a dragon. You don't hoard your gold.
Yeah.
You just like to collect them. You like to stimulate the economy.
Yes, it must flow. All right, so I think we should be good on the money part.
Okay. So yeah, Tom was happy. It takes your money, and Musharib is pleased as well. And you are loaded. You got your stuff loaded up in the canoes, and you're ready to make your way. So let's go to the map.
Oh, what's the weather like today? Is it like a good departing day?
Let's find out.
It's like nasty.
It's just a little humid, but
Light rain
wait,
doesn't
we
hinder
take a
travel.
level. What if we're not traveling by foot?
So let's see. Because it's really warm.
This looks like a regular day.
Actually, it's a little bit. It's pretty. I guess. It's really humid.
You'll have the level of exhaustion by the end of the day. And assuming like nothing crazy happens in the middle of the night, it shouldn't affect you too much because you'll lose it after you rest. But I would say like even going by boat, it's pretty humid, and some of you at least are going to be paddling and all that.
I will be.
This is not a common weather.
Right.
Like it's usually not that hot.
I'm going to go ahead and I guess in preparation, gonna pop one of my repellent salves and kind of cover myself.
Oh, good idea.
Before I forget.
Yeah, me too. How does this stuff smell? Does it smell good or?
It smells awful.
Yeah, no, it smells exactly like you would expect it to smell, and it's not good.
Oh.
Yeah.
We'll get used
Um,
to it.
yeah, I mean, it's not like it's definitely a smell you can get used to. Yeah, it's more of a citronella, like citrusy kind of smell, but still like off-putting a little bit.
Better than malaria.
It makes my fur so greasy.
Or whatever D&D malaria.
And how many is per slough? How many do we get out of it?
I think it's 20.
Yeah,
thought
it
it
was
was
20
30 usually.
applications. I can look it up. Hang on.
Yeah, because I bought 2 and I listed myself as having 40 applications.
Okay. So let's see here. Purchasing a special item.
Now, since Timon is a
Yeah, 20
halfling, he only uses
applications.
half a salve.
That'd be nice.
Sure, why not?
Or maybe you got all that
Oh
hair.
my
Maybe you got
God.
all that hair, so it takes
I
more to
mean,
put in.
if he wasn't like physically like a different classification, but
Like
he
medium
is. He's
versus
a
small.
yeah, exactly. So he is a small creature. So I would say that. Well, let's say he gets 50% more applications. So 30, 20.
Yeah, that works. Yeah, so 30
Yeah.
instead. I'm happy for anything extra.
And it is waterproof, so you're fine if you fall in the river or if it's raining. Yeah. So yeah, the light rain, but it's not bad.
Do we ever ask about the picket symbol?
Yes, let's do
Oh
that.
yeah, let's do that.
It could be a good travel conversation.
Yeah, okay. So before we do that, let's here's where the party is, Portney and Zaro. And you can travel by boat 2 hexes per day. So that's 20 miles.
Wow.
And yeah, so what we need to do is, since you have 2 guides, they can make the survival rolls for you for navigation, unless one of you would prefer to like be involved. In that case, we could have you roll like with advantage because we have guides.
I have a really good survival, so if anybody wants me to do it.
Ulil just points and says, "The river only goes one way."
Storm will happily get lost.
Yes. Azaka looks at you and says, like, there are many tributaries. It is still easy to get lost. So yeah, I mean,
You're
just
the
so it's more
experts.
fun for the party. If Avis wants to roll, then we could. Actually, you don't need to roll because I
Oh,
need to roll.
jeez.
'Cause that's okay. It's okay. So you have a +5 for survival.
Yes.
That's what I need to know. And so let's find out. So only the DM's gonna know, like, if you get lost, because obviously if you were lost, you wouldn't know it. And so yeah,
I put on the wrong river.
Yeah, exactly. So yeah, we roll this with advantage, skill bonus of 5.
5 days later, we're like over here near the mist cliffs, and we're like, "How did that happen?"
And like the DC is super low when you're on the coast. So
It's just like it's like your dad on an old road trip. He's just like, "We don't need to ask for directions. I know
You
where
get
we're
past
going."
what is it? The thing that eats people if they go past the Bay of Cholt? We get past it.
Oh
Oh, yeah, the
the
dragon
Just ask this
something.
dragon thing where we're at.
All right. So yeah, you guys let's see. That's 1, 2 hexes. So yeah, you guys start making your way down. And as you're on the boat, you're showing Musharib and Azaka the map. And yeah, he points out that these are mines. These are different mines in Cholt, where they get different materials and then export them or use them to make goods here in Portney and Zaro.
Are they all open mines? Like, are any of these like
Well, they're like commercial operations.
Okay.
Like they're not like
So
like it wouldn't be
expect
like you wouldn't just waltz in, but I mean they're not
civilization
they're
to
not
be.
like yeah, it's they're still in like the relatively and in air quotes safe area of Chult. And so that's like where a lot of the mining happens. Like you notice there's not like much in the way of those mines unless it's like close to the coast, you know.
Right.
But as you get into the interior, you don't see
Interesting.
as much. Yeah. Yeah, and Osaka already told you like these areas of color and the skull and crossbones indicate the undead.
This
Um,
area here was a heavier.
yeah, the darker colored shaded area is like where there's like a bigger concentration of them.
Something's probably there, assuming that something's causing that to be more populated.
Right.
Is that
One
what?
could
Now,
one could
well, I mean, yeah, I was just assuming like if it's darker, there's
Yeah.
probably a reason for it. Now this skull right here just pertains to the area in general, not anything in this part of the world.
it's not marking a location. No.
It's just marking the
just-
shading. Okay.
Yeah. If it's marking a location, it's like it's not one that Mushariba is aware of.
Okay.
You know, they're
Wait.
yeah.
Alrighty. So
Okay.
this is a day then, or
So yeah, this day passes without any event.
okay.
You guys find a a place to pull over the canoes on the side and make camp. How's everybody getting their water for today and their food?
I'm going to. I'm gonna skip my water out of the river and ask anybody if they want some to be purified.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll go ahead and drink
Yep.
just my gallon and I guess have her purify. And
Yeah, I'll
eat,
do the same.
eat one of my
Same.
rations.
Yeah. And I mean, I guess it's water we probably don't have to worry too much about as long as you're on the river, because like all through the day that could have been a thing, like even in
Right.
the
Mhm.
canoes. Just dip your skin in the water, and she takes 10 minutes to cast it, and so as long as you're on the river, yeah, we
Did you-
probably don't have to
Did you
have to
wash?
worry about water too much.
Did you wash your hands,
Uh,
Avis?
Put them in a stream if that's okay with you. I mean, I purify the water around my hands,
so like the first time I would say like the first time somebody dips their water skin into the river, both Azaka and Musharabe are like, no, you can't drink that water. And then you like explain to them that like you have the spell to purify it, and they're like, okay, that's okay.
Why can't we drink the
Yeah, I was
water,
gonna say, what's up with that?
Dasaka or Busharib?
There are throat leeches
Huh.
in the river.
Oh,
Yeah.
well,
Yeah.
Did not need to know about that existing.
You can you go into further detail on what these throat leeches are?
Yes, I would like to know as well.
Okay. So as the DM consults, find out more about throat leeches. It's awesome.
Purify water kills
Yeah.
throat leeches.
Okay, so they're minuscule parasites. So it's not like they're these giant leeches
Like
you're
microscopic or
they're just very tiny.
okay.
And yeah, the purified water would definitely take care of it. And yeah, if you become infested, you like have throat inflammation, shortness of breath, and if it goes on without any kind of treatment, then like you can get exhausted, and yeah, there's a whole process here with saving throws and all kinds of stuff to see if you like keep getting exhausted more and more. So yeah. So yeah, the Azaka explains like usually you can drinking the rainwater is totally safe. But yeah, if you boil the water or magically purify it, you're also
Okay, so boiling is still good to go. Just
Yeah.
don't drink straight.
Right.
I don't think anybody would normally
Or go
do that
swimming.
anyway. Or swimming.
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
Yeah. Yeah, there's definitely a con save involved if you go swimming in the river.
Don't fall in.
How am I supposed to use my soap?
The con save is if you swallow any water, and so the assumption would be is if you're swimming, you're gonna swallow some. So, but yeah, I imagine bathing and stuff probably.
What happens if you pee in the water while you're swimming? Are you in trouble there?
I mean, if we got a barrel, I could have purified the water, and you took a bath in a barrel.
Yeah.
See, we needed a barrel.
It's okay. You can just lick yourself clean.
Oh yes, yes, that is very viable.
Yeah,
I
just
would
roll
need.
around in the dirt.
I'll
That's
need
what
s-
lizards do, right? It's
I'll
Well,
fine.
let me see.
I'll need somebody to
how
lick my
much-
back for me.
Okay.
No. Is there anything else we should not touch?
So watch out for a magical mist. It's a thin blue odorless mist.
How will we know it's there then?
Can we at
You
least?
can see it. You can see it. You can't smell it, but you can see it. So you want to avoid contacting it. It doesn't happen too much, but when it does, it causes a disease called mad monkey fever.
Bad monkey fever. I love it.
Mad monkey fever, and basically you suffer from madness. It's like jungle craziness, basically.
Ooh.
And then the other thing to be aware of, and as your guides already like nodded approvingly as you were applying your insect repellent, is that the insects do carry disease, and the worst one that like most folks are afraid of is called the shivering sickness, and that's kind of what it sounds like. It's blurred vision, disorientation, sudden drop in temperature, causes uncontrollable shivering and chattering of teeth. And yeah, it's not good stuff. But those are the main things to be aware of. Other than that, like watching out for the undead areas, just keeping a watchful eye, and yeah.
Okay.
What about the rivers? Is there any creatures we need to worry about, or?
Not generally. There are along the rivers. There isn't anything like in the river that's too other than the throat leeches that you would need to worry about. So no, just the denizens of the jungle in general, and as you know, such many creatures come to water to drink. So
Watch out for hippos. Those things are evil.
yeah.
Minor thing. I'm gonna make one of my water skins not purified and full of throat leeches.
You're gonna accidentally drink from it.
No, of course I'm gonna remember. I'll I'll hopefully remember, but there's for the future in case we gotta do something sneaky.
Okay. And I know at least one of you bought a rain catcher.
Mm-hmm.
So you probably want to set that up for the evening.
Not really.
No?
Because
Okay.
well, the it can hold. I think it can catch like. I think it was like a gallon for every 2 inches or something like that.
Yeah. So two
But-
gallons, 2 gallons of water per inch of rainfall.
But if my water skins are already full from all the purification process, like once
Yeah.
like the rain catcher, it can hold up to 8, but you can't transport it with 8 gallons in it.
No.
So,
No, you probably don't need them then.
Yeah, we don't need them while we're by the river.
wire on the river. That makes sense. Cool.
Yeah.
Can we use them as like a structure instead, just in case, like if it rains really hard where we're on the boat?
Let me read this. Just 5-foot square leather tarp and a wooden frame with legs. So yeah, I mean, I don't see why you couldn't like just hide under the tarp. Like I don't know how far like the legs, how tall they are off the ground. So you probably couldn't like set up the legs and everything, but like
You tie it from like branch to branch, and
yeah, set up like a makeshift tent with the 2 tarps.
I'm going to mark off one of my rations.
Yep, everybody mark off a ration.
I also want to kind of like inquire more about Firefinger and just like the Terra folk or anything of that
Okay.
sort. Just just as a conversation piece, maybe try and find out if they got any kind of strengths or weaknesses or anything of that sort that Azaka knows of.
Right. Right. So yeah, Azaka starts, telling you what she knows of the Terra folk. Let's see what we got here. So and Firefinger as well. So what she describes to you like you know just a tall spire, like maybe 300 feet or so high, and there's a flaming beacon at the top of it, and it's been there for as long as anybody in Chult remembers, and nobody's sure like what the purpose is, but there are like ladders and such and caverns within it as it rises up. Um, and yeah, the Terra folk have made their home there. Let's see, do I have? I do.
Oh, it's just like a random fire.
Like a
Yeah, it's
beacon,
like
I
a
would assume,
yeah,
like
it's
kind of
like a
like a
beacon. It's yeah, think of it like as a lighthouse,
like a
but in the
giant
middle of the
brazier or
jungle.
something. Is it a fire beacon, or is it like a kind of like a lighthouse? Like, is it encased in glass, or is it just like a giant brazier?
No, it's like a yeah, it's more like a type thing, but it's like like in Lord of the Rings when they lit the beacons to
Oh yeah,
get
so
over
it's just like
fire.
one of
Yeah,
those like one of
yeah,
those square
yeah. But
rectangular
it
like
just it
thing
just
of
it
wood.
just probably magically burns
Oh,
continuously.
And
Yeah.
there's no stories about it at all?
Nobody knows what its original purpose was,
just that
at
it's
least
been there.
not as far as um but as she describes the Terra folk to you, this is kind of the picture in your mind that you're getting. And they are flying creatures. They look like the flying dinosaurs that you might have seen in Chult,
Oh,
but like a
more
pteranodon type of a thing. But they're more humanoid. Um, they don't really like have much in the way of like a language or culture. So they're still very, pretty primitive, but um,
more
they yeah.
intelligent than a regular pterodon. So
Yeah. They definitely they live in groups, they live in families, and they do like to like hoard treasure, collect things. And one of the things they collected was this mask of Azaka that she would like back.
all right,
And Musharib is kind of like just like sleeping like during
right.
this because like not interested, but he's along for the ride for now.
He's getting gold at the moment. That's all he cares about.
Yeah. He's just he's yeah.
All right. Well,
The trip
that's
man.
all Ulil will probably inquire about throughout
All right.
the first day or two of travel.
Okay.
I have another
So
question.
yes.
Does anyone know what Muhaha is? I like the
Ooh-ha.
name. It's
Oh,
right next door.
yeah, that little location.
So
Is-
Ataz Muhaha. Yes. Um
Mwahaha.
and it actually means what you think it means. So Ataz means like rift or gorge in Chultan, Azaka explains. So it's like the rift of laughter, is what that is.
Why does it laugh?
Yeah. And it's because of all the monkeys that live around there, and there's actually a bridge that crosses the gorge, and but like the monkeys have made their home on this bridge, and all their chattering, and it kind of echoes through the chasm, and it sounds like it's laughing. So yeah.
Cool. Okay, I'm good now.
Cool. All right, so everybody's marked off a ration. You guys rest for the night. We should probably establish like what kind of watch order you want to do, and then we can probably stick to it.
Is Avis a
We don't have to go.
full elf?
I am a half elf.
You're a half elf? Half elves
Yeah.
still sleep, don't they, or no?
Oh yes, I think we just we do sleep. We just can't be put to sleep. It's
Yeah,
harder
you
for.
don't have trance like elves do.
No, I don't think so. I think we sleep.
But yeah,
We can look it
we'll
up.
have to do it. Definitely have to do a watch order.
I'll go first.
Yeah, it doesn't matter to me. Yeah, I'll stand watch afterwards. I guess.
Like one tactic would be like is whoever's got like the most complicated armor would go last, so they could just wake up and get their armor on, and then
Yeah, then I'll probably
the
go
day.
last then.
Okay.
I'll go second, or actually, I don't really care. I'll go wherever.
I'll just essentially just get up earlier.
Yeah, I don't have trance. Nope.
Yeah, I think just elves have it. I think you got like crazy things like constructs and stuff, but I think in the
So Storm's going first. Is that what I
Yeah.
heard?
Or do you want us to do this in pairs or just like one by one?
It's up to you guys.
well, if we're sleeping for 8 hours, right, or long resting for 8 hours, we have 5 players,
Seven.
2,
We
4,
have 7
6.
people, including the.
Yeah, like
yeah.
Azaka and Musharib are definitely willing to pull.
Yeah, but if we're only wanting to trust ourselves with us and Sandor, that's 10 hours worth of watch standing. So we don't even have to rely on the guides. We can take care of it ourselves.
So if you each do a 2-hour shift.
Yeah,
And
then
everybody everybody gets their 8 hours.
And
over
if
the course
something were to happen
Yeah.
to where we like were fully exhausted or something, and we needed to have like a full rest or like days rest or whatever, I can't remember the actual rules for it off the top of my head, but we have enough people that we could actually give someone like a full day break if they needed it.
Temin will go second.
Okay. So Temin, and then
Avis will go third.
Avis, Sandor, and then Uliel. Okay. All right. So unless you guys say otherwise, I'm just gonna. That's the
I didn't
every
hear you.
night.
Sorry.
I was gonna say. I said unless you guys tell me otherwise, I'm just gonna assume that that's the same watch order every night.
Okay.
Yeah, that's fine with me.
That way we don't have to go over it. All right. So this evening passes without any incident. And yeah, you wake up and get ready to make your way again. So I will. Let's do our navigation here.
Okay.
First of all, let's see what the weather's like.
I'm gonna pause the recording.